Olá a todos e bem-vindos ao meu canal. Agradeço do fundo do coração por escolherem acompanhar meu conteúdo. Sem vocês, isso não seria possível. Vamos começar essa jornada juntos.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late!
If it ain't the fearless goblin slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot.
Você podia tentar ser um pouco mais amigável.
Thanks, Mum. Now please do feck off.
Dá o fora você. Salvei sua pele lá nos portões.
Yeah, you really saved the day. Swooping in and playing the hero. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here. And losing track of the bloody druid.
De onde vieram os goblins?
They chased us. All the way from the ruins we were poking around in.
E foi aí que você perdeu o rastro do druida que mencionou?
Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic. And he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
Posso dar uma olhada nesse contrato?
Job's all yours, if you got death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Só me diz onde encontrar a relíquia.
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Valeu.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
I will!
I'm drinking. You're leaving.
Não vou embora até você me contar exatamente o que aconteceu com o primeiro druida.
I already told you. He was at the temple ruins with us. But it ain't like we forced him to go along. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't.
E onde exatamente você o deixou?
Gobos are holed up in the temple ruins, out west of here. Last I saw Alcin, he was right in the thick of them. If you head that way, you'll likely smell them, or hear their drums before you see them.
E você deixou ele lá pra morrer?
Yeah, and I'd do the same again. He weren't my responsibility. If you want to play the hero, go ask the goblins nicely. And maybe they'll give you whatever's left of him.
I know you have it.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
Não liguem para mim, só estou de passagem.
Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
Uma cerveja e um quarto limpo já me deixariam feliz.
God, that sounds like heaven.
Won't be long now. One more trip, then we can really rest.
I suppose we'll start in the outer city. Get a little business going.
Your spiced tea is life-changing. And I can bake up almond cakes 20 at a time.
Antes de prosseguirmos, quero expressar minha gratidão a todos os que têm apoiado este canal desde o início. Cada curtida, comentário e compartilhamento significa muito para mim. Suas interações e feedback são o combustível que impulsiona este projeto adiante.
I already told you.
Damn! Goblins!
Esperar enquanto ela termina de limpar o ferimento.
Like the sight of blood, do you? Thought you'd have had your fill at the gate. Might be more blood spilled yet, if Zevlor starts in on the lectures again.
A culpa é sua. Você colocou o povo dele em perigo.
And what about our people? Half the crew's lying dead back in that ruin. Even the new lad, his first contract, and we land him in a god's damn goblin nest. He actually stood and fought, the stupid bastard. Like I never trained him better.
Então vocês deixaram seu amigo lá pros goblins.
These weren't no normal goblins. And Liam weren't no friend, all right? Just another raw recruit, thought he was in some storybook.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave.
Essa forja está caindo aos pedaços. Você é ferreiro?
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for best tools.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what'll come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
Você tá fazendo a coisa certa. Os Cheflins precisam de ajuda.
And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost.
A chance de você morrer na estrada é bem grande.
Please, I can handle myself. It's others that are the issue. You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramazes Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Boa ideia. Conhecer gente poderosa não faz mal a ninguém.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me, in either magic or talent. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Pegar tigela.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. You've had your share. Leave some for the rest.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Você é o quê? Uma alquimista?
Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
Beber a poção.
As you down the potion, a comforting warmth spreads through you.
I swear you're still as peaky looking.
Estou bem, só morrendo de cansaço depois de um dia difícil.
Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Que mal faz? Me deixa ver suas
Hey,
mercadorias.
bother. Take care now, sweetie.
Compartilhando suas opiniões e sugestões, pois isso nos ajuda a crescer e a melhorar. Vamos continuar construindo esta comunidade incrível juntos. Chegamos ao fim deste vídeo marco, e mais uma vez, quero expressar minha profunda gratidão a todos vocês. Obrigado por dedicarem seu tempo e energia aqui. Se você gostou do que viu, não se esqueça de deixar seu like e se inscrever no canal para não perder as próximas atualizações. Continuem compartilhando o amor, espalhando a positividade e fazendo parte desta jornada emocionante. Até o próximo encontro, e lembrem-se, juntos somos mais fortes.